Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to create CPU using Creo parametric. So let's create a new part and enter a name of CPU. Unclick it. So we are going to write our dimensions in part solid. So click OK. So at first we are going to draw the front sketch. So let's draw a center rectangle. So let's go for dimensions. This value should be 170 and this value is 220. Plus 190. So let's change this value of 180. So let's add fillet to this first, this line to this line, and then this line to this line. So now let's go for dimensions. It's 25. The bottom also the same 25. So let's extrude it. So I need to extrude it for both sides to a value of 220 plus 170 and click OK. Clicking on shading with edges. So I think the breadth is too small, so let's go for the sketch. Let's say it is 200. I think now it's look fine. So next we are going to create the power on button. So for this we need to click on this reference and here and here. So at first go for spline from here till here. Okay, wait. First draw a rectangle, corner rectangle. And I had fillet here. Enter a value of 25. And I had fillet here. Enter a value of 20. So let's go for the dimensions. From this point till this point, enter a value of 40, and from this point to this point, enter a value of 30. Let it be 45. So our part is completed, and enter a value of here 10. And here also 10, and click on OK, and let's extrude it. To a value of 3 or 2. So then let's go for the next part. For the same face sketch, let's draw another rectangle from here till here, and let's go for the dimensions from here till here enter the value of 3, and this length is 135, this height is 30. Okay, so from here till this reference enter a value of 30, then enter a value of 30. So now this distance must be 3. So let's add some fillet to this, from this point to this point, or from here till here. So I think this part never contain a fillet, so this point, this line and this line. So our fillet value is 8 for both the fillet. So this part is completed. Let's extrude it. So I think for this part 1 is enough. So I created this part and extrude it for value of 1 because of the color. So if you want to extrude this part more, you can enter a value of high. So let's click on this sketch again, face. So now draw a reference here, 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 and all the 4 sides. So then here and here. So now we are going to draw a line from here till here, and this distance must be 3, and from here till here this must be 3. So I think 3 is too small. Let's enter a value of 5, and here also. So let's draw another reference to this line. Let's go for the dimensions from here till here. Okay, enter a value of 5. So let's draw another line to complete the sketch from here till here. So from this point to this line enter a value of 5. So make sure that these lines are in tangent. So let's draw another line to here. Let's add reference here and draw a circle and delete this and this. So now draw another line and delete this circle. So we created an arc with this reference. So this dimension is of 5. So let's complete the sketch and draw till here, then have a reference to this and draw a circle with this circle. We enter a value of 40. Make tangent this line and this circle. So I'm going to draw a line to here till here and deleting this segment. So the center point, draw a line to here and delete these segments. And then we are going to draw another line from here till here. We have a reference for this and draw a circle with this reference coinciding with this point and delete the unwanted segments. So let's draw another line from this center point and connecting to this line. So let's delete the unwanted segments. So our sketch is fully completed. Let's go for project. So I think there is no mistake in our sketch. So now close it and click OK and extrude it to a value of 0.5. Click OK and go for the sketch again. And now we are going to create a path again. Let's draw for a rectangle, corner rectangle from here till here. So now this height is of this height is of 150 and now this is of 170. Now go for dimensions. From here till here it is of 170 divided by 2. So let's draw a reference again to this, to this and to this. So go for dimensions. So from here till here enter a value of 10. From here till here, okay, it is already in the correct position. So sketch is completed. Let's increase this value as 160 and increase this value as 20. Now okay. Let's extrude this point for 0.5 and click on OK. Now go for this sketch. Draw a corner rectangle from here till here and from here till here with equal dimensions and from here till here. So now let's draw the reference lines for this, for this and for this on 4 sides. So now this dimension is of 40 and this distance is of 10, and this distance is also 10 and this distance is also 10. So our dimension is of correct stage. So I need to edit this dimension as 5 as a closed dimensions and I increase this value as 40 3 or 45, and the radius, this value was 2 and this value was 8, and this value was 5. So it's completed. Let's give OK and extrude it for a 0.5. Click on OK. So I'm going to draw in this plane, so I'm getting this and go for the sketch view. Now I'm going to draw a reference line for this rectangle. So I'm going to draw a corner rectangle from here till here, and this length is of 135 and this height is of 15. So let's go for dimensions. So from here till here it's a value of 135 divided by 2. So both the sides are equal. So I want this value as 7. So this is the part which is used to insert a DVD. So next I'm going to draw a circle here. The diameter of 10. So this is the button which we are going to use to open the DVD, and this dimension is of 10 and this dimension is of 10, and I need these dimensions to be big, so I am entering a value of 15 so that it is so easy to open. So now this part is completed, so I am going to extrude it. I'm going to extrude this to a value of 3, so which is easy to enter this button. So I'm going to round this button edges for 2. Okay, 2 is okay for me. Okay, then this is the power button, and this comes with the design. These two are designs, and this is this DVD, and this is DVD opening button. So now we are going to draw a pin for 2 pen drives and 2 earphones. So clicking on the surface sketch, I'll go for the sketch view, and I am going to draw the reference for this and this and this. So I'm going to draw a corner rectangle here, and I'm going to create a dimension of 15 and with a height of 5. I think it's too small. I'm entering this value as 18 and this as 8. So this must be 25. And I'm going to enter this value as 0 to make the center plane. So now I'm going to draw another corner rectangle with this reference. So close it. So this is the equal dimensions. So I want this distance to be 20. Okay, I need this to come here, so entering a value of 40. So then I'm going to draw a corner rectangle again. From here till here. So I want this dimensions to be 0.5, and from here till here is of 0.5, and from here till here it's 0.5. So I need this size to be 4. So I'm going to do it the same here. So total height is 8, but here it is 7.82, so I need it to be 8. So now these two are equal. So I'm going to draw a corner rectangle again here, from here till here. So I think these two are equal. So this dimension is 0.5. So my sketch is completed. I'm going to give OK and extrude. So this is the pin for inserting a pen driver. So I'm not going to create a hole. If you want to create a hole, you can choose this, but I don't want it. I'm going to flip this direction of outside and enter a value of 3. I'm going to sketch this face again. So now I'm going to draw this reference as same rectangle again on both the sides, and click on OK and extrude it. I'm going to flip this direction and extrude it to a value of 30 to create a hole to insert a pen driver. So now I think this look exactly. So I'm going to sketch this face again to enter a hole for the earphones and microphones. So I'm going to draw a reference for this center and enter a circle with the same dia, and I need this to be 6, and I'm going to draw another circle here, and this dimension is of 5, and same here. So now these two are equal, and I'm click on OK, and I'm going to extrude it. I'm going to extrude this value of 1 and click on OK, and click this surface again and go for the sketch and draw a circle for this reference, and click on OK, and I am going to extrude it, flip the direction and enter a value of 15 for the hole and click on OK. So now we need to enter the reset button. So enter for the sketch and sketch view, and draw a circle for this reference, and this dimensions is of 8, and reference here and here. So go for dimensions, from here till this point enter a value of 20, so then from this point to this reference line enter a value of 35. Click on OK and extrude it. So this is our reset button, so we need to extrude it for some value, and I am extrude it to a value of 3, and I am going to round it to a value of 2 and click on OK. So we need to fix the lights for the mouse control and for microphones. So I am going to draw it without any dimensions with the straight angle and enter a value of same and enter a value of 4. And I am going to extrude it this for 1, because this is an indicator, so it don't need much extrusion, so this is okay for this. So our front part is completed, and I'm going to add a design to this. So because I'm drawing this with the reference of my CPU, I have get some dimensions with my CPU, and this design value is of 180, this height is of 10, and there is no need for a fillet, and dimensions from here till here, 8 point on entry and enter a value of 0. So from here till here enter a value of 60 and click on OK. I'm going to extrude this to a value of 1 as because this is designed for my CPU. So it is successfully completed. Let's go for the side angle, go for sketch here, go for sketch view. So I'm going to create a holes, as you can see in your CPU, for an exhaust. So I'm going to draw a circle here with a value of 3. I think 3 is too small, so I'm going to enter a value of 5. So from here till here enter a value of 20, and this must be 160, and click on OK. Now I'm going to extrude this towards back direction, the enter a value of 20, and remove material and click on OK. So I'm going to pattern this extrude towards direction pattern, towards Z direction, and flip this. So enter a spacing of the double of the diameter. So we enter a diameter of 4. So I'm going to enter this value as C8, and I need a number of 20. Okay, 20 is exceeding this, so I'm going to enter a value of 15, and I'm going to reduce this spacing as 6. Oh, I think 6 is so large, so I'm going to enter a value of 5, to enter a value of 25. So I patterned it. I think this is too close, so I'm going to edit this pattern, and I'm going to give this as 8. I'm going to reduce this as 20. Okay, 15. I'm going to click on OK. So now it's look nice. So I'm going to click this pattern, and I'm going to pattern it again towards the direction. Now I'm going to click the Y direction and flip the direction towards downwards, and I'm going to place a distance of 8, and I need it to a value of 10. Okay, I need a value of 15, so I'm going to click OK. So it may take some time. So now my part is completed. So this is the hole for the exhaust, so it is created good. So I'm going to mirror this part towards other side. So click this pattern, go for mirror, and click this center plane. It may take some time to mirror as there are many parts. As you can show below, it is regenerating. So our regeneration is completed. So I think this is the CPU part. I think in most of the CPUs this will be like in one side. So I'm going to delete this mirror. So now our front part and right parts are created. So I'm going to sketch the back face. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Before that, I'm going to draw a line from here till here without any dimensions. Now go for dimensions, enter a value of 40 here, and here enter a value of 30, and from this angle and this angle, so 75, and from here till here enter a value of 75. So I think our sketch is gone wrong. So I'm going to edit this dimension from here till here. Okay, I'm going to delete this 30 and I'm going to enter a value of 15. So I think now my sketch is completed, and I'm going to click OK and extrude it. So this is the hole. So I'm going to flip the direction and extrude it to a value of 30. This is the plug which connects the CPU and the monitor. So I'm going to sketch the back face again. I'm going for the sketching view. So now I'm going to draw a corner rectangle again from here, so till here. So this side is of 180 as it is already there, and this is of 60. Let's go for the dimensions from here till here. There is no coincidence between this, and you enter a value of 20. As you enter here, this must be same, so we don't need to specify that, and round off this value 76. Okay, 76 is lowering the surface, so 78 is enough, or you can place it as a center. So below the surface are empty, so I am going to face this. So then I'm going to create an extrude to a value of 0.1. Okay, that's out of range. I'm going to enter a value of 1. I'm going to click on OK. So now my part is completed. I'm going to sketch this face again to enter some parts. So I'm going to draw a corner rectangle again from here till here and from here till here. So this side, this is a height of 40 and with the same of 40, and this breadth is of 12 including this. So the both of separation dimension is 15. So this side must be the center, so we enter a value of 68. So here we are going to 68 divided by 2, then minus 20. Okay, it's extruding, so enter a value of 40 and here 20. So now our dimension is correct. Round up this value, so then click OK and extrude it. Now this is the hole, so we need to flip the direction and enter a value of 20 and click OK. So sketch, I'm going to sketch this face again, go for the sketch view. So now at back side we are going to draw another pin for a pen drive. So this is of 15 and this is of 6 and this is also 6, and this dimension must be of 13 and this height must be 6. Then I'm going to click OK. Wait, here the dimension is of 56. Okay, for 57. So now click OK and extrude it, and I'm going to extrude, create a hole, flip this direction and enter a value of 20 and click OK. So I'm going to extrude this, make a pattern to direction axis, and I'm going to create a direction of Y, flip this towards downwards, and I'm going to enter a spacing of 20, and I'm going to create this as 2 numbers and click on OK. So I'm going to create this part again So we need 3 spacings, 3 numbers. So I'm taking a value of 3. Now our part is completed. So I'm going to create a hole for the sounds. Draw here with the same diameter of 10 and dimensions. From here till here it is a value of 15, and from here till here, from here till here it is a value of 15. Okay, 15 is too close, so I am maintaining a value of 17 for both of this. So this is the dimension of 32. So now our sketch is completed. So I am going to draw this as another circle, the same diameter, and I am going to enter this as dia as 8 for all of this with the equal dimensions. I am going to extrude it. I am going to extrude this to a value of 3 and click on OK. So this is the wall. So I am going to draw this sketch again and create a hole here. So extrude it. So this is the wall, and I am going to flip the direction and enter a value of 20. Now click on OK. So the hole is created. So finally our part is completed. So as we have to create some vacuum here, so I am going to draw a circle, the diameter of 4, and click on OK and extrude it. So as this is a hole, we are going to flip this direction and enter a value of 10 and click on OK. So now I am going to pattern this extrude towards a directional pattern. I am going to pattern to the direction of x-axis and flip the direction, and enter a spacing of 8, and I am going to enter a value of 10 and click OK. So again take pattern for which we created. I am going to pattern it to a direction of y-axis, and I flip the direction towards downwards and enter a value of 8 again, and I need this to be 10. So click on OK. So now our part is completed. So let's give some appearances to our product. So I'm going to select the white color for the entire part. Select this and click on OK. So I am selecting the white color to show this edges. If you select black color, there will be no visible of this. So I am going to click black color for this button, and this also this edges. And for this button, and here and here and here, and also for this and this. So I'm going to give this as a dark color. As you look, it is so dull. You can give any color for this. You can give any color for this. So our product is completed. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want more videos, subscribe or comment below. Or if you want to do any projects, or you want to make any designs, you can share with me. And don't forget to like.